Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. If you watched my video yesterday, I did a first impression on the Hobonichi Tech-O Weeks. Yes, that's what it's called, Tech-O Weeks. And I wanted to do a video comparing it to the Sterling ink. Now, there's going to be a lot of differences between this, but I'm going to basically tell you, if you like something, you're going to like this planner. If you like something else, you're going to like that one. So it's kind of just a comparison to see which one you should go with depending on what you like. So I have the B6 Sterling ink, and I've been using this ever since, let's get back to the beginning. I think I started using this the first week of February. If I can open that page, that would be nice. I started using this the last week of February, and I've been using it ever since. So I've gotten more than enough use out of it. And so this is B6, and the size of this, of the Hobonichi, is, I'm not sure the size, but it's very slim, as you guys can see. All right. And first of all, let's look at the size. All right. Look at the size. Look at this. Very compact compared to the Sterling ink. So first of all, if you're a person where you really want a compact planner and you want it's easier to take with you, this one, they're both easy to take with you. I've traveled with this one, not a problem, but if you want something that's going to easily slide into a smaller purse, this one would be the one you would go with. So both of these have the Tomoe River paper. So let's just get that out of the way. They both have the same paper with them. And so you're not going to have to figure out which paper you like best. They both have the same. So at the beginning of this planner, let's look in here. All right. So this starts off with just some grid paper, and you have like the goals and stuff on here starting off. So this is already different than your Hobonichi because you have the quarterly stuff on here. So with the Hobonichi, you're going to have this at a glance. I'm going to tell you something right now. I like this better than what's in here because I think I would probably get better use out of this than I have the goals. I haven't really kept up with it. I'm not a person who writes down my goals and keeps up with it like that in written form, right? So I do like this page better. So if you're a person where you really want to keep up with goals in your planner, or there's things that you're doing on a monthly basis and you need to spell those out and write out when you're doing it, you're going to like this better. Okay. So another thing I want to notice right off the bat with the paper, this is like a bright white and this is like a cream color. So there are people who prefer, oops, let's zoom out a little bit. There are people who prefer one color over the other. It's just a personal preference. I don't think one is better than the other. If you're a person where you are decorating and you want your paper white because you think it matches better with your stickers, this is the way to go. But if you're a person where you don't care, this can be also for you. I think this is easier on the eyes than this is. It's a lot more muted, but the color difference is obvious. So on your monthly, you get a month on 2 pages, which is how it is. You have no color in the Sterling ink. You do on here. So if you want a blank slate, you don't want any color at all, you just want a completely black and white, you're gonna like this. If you don't really care, I mean, if you like having the weekends shaded a little bit, you want to know all of that, you're gonna like something like this. Another thing that's similar on here, you do have the spaces over here. You do have a note page, right? A note side. You have a note side right here, and you also have the grid at the bottom. The one thing you get a checklist right here. You don't get that. You can easily make one on here. It's not a problem. Here, it's just pre-printed for you. So it's not that you're without it. You do have the space for it. You just have to make it yourself. So I don't think that's a deal breaker. It just depends on what you're willing to do, to take a couple extra minutes and do. All right. You do have the number up here big, just like it has the month down here. That's really, really small. All right. Numbers are in the same spot. You still get those shaded days that are in there. So there's that right there. Both of these, you get your months all at the beginning and your weeks in the middle. So they're laid out exactly the same in terms of your months and your weeks. Okay. Now with this particular planner, it takes you to March. So you get 3 months into 2025. With this one, it is a 2024 planner. You're going to get to December and you're going to go right into the, this is January. So it takes you 1 month into 2025. This takes you 3 months in. So if you're a person where you are already planning out, because depending on what you have going on in your life, you may need to start planning some things in January, February, and March for whatever reason. You have those months in here where if you want to, you got to plan some stuff in February, you got to plan some stuff in March. You already have that in here to kind of just pencil it in. With this, you don't get that. You do get January, but you don't get February and March. So if you are planning far into the future, this might be the planner for you, whatever size it is. It doesn't have to necessarily be the size, but if you like pre-planning, far into the future, this may work better for you than the Sterling ink will. So like I said, you get all of your weeks in the middle. So the weeks layout on here is different than this one. Obviously, this is a horizontal and this is a vertical. And you do get the hours on here. The hours don't bug me. I just use this one big to-do list. Well, this is my tracker for wellness, so it's not a to-do list at all. You do get the grid, and you do get the grid on here for when you need to write. So if you are a person where you have a lot you need to do for each day, you're going to prefer a vertical over this because you're only going to get this amount of space for each day. But you can also spell out your days over here if you wanted to, all right? You can also draw a line, because you have more than enough space. So if you want to just continue this over here, you easily can draw a line and just write across the 2 pages. You can easily do that. But if you're a person where you are a list maker, a list taker, and you just need to you just need this whole day for that, you're probably going to enjoy this more. The weekends have their own column just like they do on here, so you don't have to worry about a split weekend. I will say that Sterling ink does take up a good chunk of the real estate. There's nothing that's wasted. You don't get a bunch of space down here. It goes to 12 and you have a little bit of space down here if you wanted to use this for just a quick little couple of sentences of how the day went. Down here, you do get the quote and you do get this month right here. I kind of think I don't really think you need this calendar because you already have the day on here. I don't understand the mini calendars when you already have it right there, and I don't really think you need the quote. So like I said, if you're a person where you just want just exactly what you need, you don't really need the quote and everything, and like the calendar, I think companies can just stop doing this, but that's neither here nor there. If you just need all of this space, you don't want anything extra, you're gonna like this better. So there you go. When you get to the Sterling ink, in the back, you have your note pages, and there's a lot of note pages back here. I'm using them for tracking my food. All you have are the note pages back here, and you get 100, and this is the compact, all right? This is not the full year. So you get 121 note pages in the back, and then that's it. You don't get there's no extra stuff like you get in here. So like I said, if you really love just straight to the point, I just need this for planning and tracking or whatever, you're gonna love this. But if you are a person where you want more in your planner, you want to set up your notes pages, you want to have, the little, fun stuff in here, then you might like this more. This is a more well-rounded planner. Like you have your favorite, movies, music, TV shows, restaurants, and you have like your list of things you want to do, an interview with myself, and then you have all this stuff back here. This little fun stuff. And then this comes with a pocket. So if you're a person where you want a little bit more than just some note pages and a calendar, then you're gonna like this. This does come with 2 ribbons. The Sterling ink does not come with any ribbons at all. So that's why I'm using these tabs. I like the ribbons over the tabs because 1, they're already on the planner. I don't have to keep moving. I can just move the ribbon from week to week. I don't have to worry about, I have to worry about this losing its adhesiveness over time. So I do like the ribbon. I do wish there was 3 ribbons on here though. That way you have one for the month, one for the weeks, and then you have whatever you're doing back here. But you do get 2. So I do like that. I do like that this has ribbons. So if you're a person where you don't want to keep moving your tabs every single week or whatever, then you might like this as well. Overall, these are 2 completely different planners. They're 2 completely different planners. I had heard that the issue that people were having with the Hobonichi, they kind of fixed in here. There's a bunch of different type of Hobonichis. Like, I can't compare them because I don't have them. You know, there are some where there's a day on one page and then there's the vertical and all that stuff. I just got this one. One was the cheapest one. And I really want to try this layout. But, you know, they're two completely different planners. I think depending on your needs is going to determine which one that you get. I would say really figure out what you need to plan. Figure out if you are like, I just need to get shit done, you know, this will be the one. If you're a person where like, look, I like to decorate a little bit and I want to have a little fun with my planner. Not saying you can't do that with this because obviously I have. And I want a little bit of extra in here and I love, you know, all the different note pages and blah, blah, blah. Then you may like this. If you're if you're a person where you want to get a little more creative, you know, you want to put a couple of stickers down and you don't really need to use this side for any task. You just want to be creative over here and keep all your tasks here. You're going to like this better because you don't really have that option to do that on the weekly page of the Sterling Ink, but you do get that option in here. So you do have it where you can be a little more flexible, a little more creative on your week's page, right? So yeah, so here's my, you know, verdict on this. I think each planner is going to serve each person differently. You're going to have people who love the Hobonichi over the Sterling Ink, and you're going to have people that love the Sterling Ink over the Hobonichi. I really think it's a matter of personal preference. Overall, like, one, I love my Sterling Ink. Like, I'm definitely getting one for 2025. I have not used this one yet. Obviously, I just got it. The day I'm filming this is the day I got it. So I can't tell you how much I love this one. I mainly got it so I can test out this layout to see how I like it for another planner for Hemlock and Oak because their horizontal is laid out like this. But like I said, I think if you love the Tomoe River paper and you don't mind all your months being in the front and then your weeks and then your note pages, then you have choices to make. You know, what size you want, what color you want, you know, what layout you want, all that good stuff. But these are apples and oranges. Obviously with sizes, with layout, all that stuff, apples and oranges. But I do think depending on what you're looking for in a planner is going to determine what planner that you get, okay? So that is my video on these, you know, one versus the other. It's just a matter of personal preference. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do hope you appreciate this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I will have the Amazon link to this down below as well. And I will see you all next time. Bye.